Just great to win. Great to win at home against a divisional opponent. Great to finish the way we did. Was not a clean game by us by any stretch. We need to play a lot better up ahead. But these are the kind of games where you have to find the inches, and we were able to find them today. And we'll have a lot to talk about and coach and take coaching tomorrow. But it's a lot more enjoyable to do that after a win. And so it was just so fun to hear how loud the stadium was at the end of the game there and to live that and be a part of it. So take any questions you have.
Do you think, based on the play design, did you think Osborn would be open there?
No. Expected him to be covered and was thinking maybe Adam would rip out open, and then you kind of go from there. But he popped.
Was it hard to time some passes? They seem to be getting pretty physical on, especially like Thielen and the receivers.
Yeah, it was. They were doing a good job of in coverage, and the timing was a little off.
Kevin said at the end of the game that he had to go to some things that weren't probably right at the top of the call sheet there. I guess what changed the approach from your perspective, or made it more aggressive at the end of the game there?
Good question. I think they were doubling Justin a fair amount. They didn't double him all game, but a fair amount. And so there were times where you had to be aware of that. And then I think that's what allowed Adam and KJ to get a few more opportunities. Also, our running game, I was just pleased with the way he ran the football. I felt like it's one thing to have a 20-yard run and then a bunch of no-yard runs, and then on the stat sheet it shows you ran for 20 yards. What you want is to be able to churn runs, and I felt like we were doing that so much of the game, was getting positive run after positive run, and that was really encouraging to see. So that also helped, and not being good enough on third down, I think, was a problem today. We got to be able to convert a few more third downs, but then being 3 for 3 in the red zone makes a big difference.
How do you think Jefferson handles a game like this, where other guys maybe got open because of him, but his stats individually weren't as good?
Yeah, no, he's great. You just stay the course, and this league is you can't really size it up until the dust settles and we're in February. I mean, that's really when you then look back and say, okay, what all transpired? Week to week, if you try to get and create a narrative around week to week, you can be all over the map. So you just stay the course, keep playing, and he's got a lot of great games up ahead.
Kirk, fourth quarter, you guys were backs against the wall, but you came up clutch. Did you guys learn anything about yourself as a group or a team with that comeback win?
Well, I think it's just encouraging to find those inches at the end and find a way. So you want to be a team that's been there before and done that and has done it consistently. And so today is a step in that direction for sure.
Do you like the aggressiveness at the end of halves? Like, you could have kneeled in the first half instead of you guys who pushed the ball.
Yeah. Kevin stayed aggressive at the end of the half against Green Bay and also today, and had a good plan of how to get us down the field. So I think it's good. The key for me, whenever we do it is, protect the football, avoid anything that could give them a chance to get points. And so you got to be aggressive. You also got to avoid the critical error. And so you're aware of that as you are aggressive.
When you inherit the ball at around the 40 on that last possession, off the missed field goal, does that sort of enhance your ability to think touchdown there instead of just settling for field goal?
I'm just thinking about the next play. I think where you get in trouble is when you think touchdown and you're on the minus 40. I'm just thinking about the next play and executing it, and then being aware that we have no timeouts, and so talking to the guys about, hey, we got to get out of bounds if we can. We got to be ready to clock it if we need to. We've got to be aware of where field goal range is as we move forward. I'm thinking when we got down there because of KJ's first catch, I can't take a sack because a sack would take us out of field goal range. So you're aware of all these scenarios as you go through it.
This summer when you were talking about KJ, I think you said that he started showing up to you in the 2-minute drills last year.
Yeah.
Is there something he does in those situations that is really good, or is it just that's where his opportunities came?
So much of a game plan you devise to try to get certain people opportunities, so you move people around to create that. In the 2-minute, you sort of have guys in their spots, and you don't really move people around so it ends up being a more organic way of getting people to football, if that makes sense. It just kind of happens, whoever's open. And that's what happened last year with KJ a lot in 2-minute, was he was now in primary spots where during the normal game he was in secondary, tertiary spots, if you will. So the plays he was making in 2-minute last year, I realized there's a lot more to this guy than maybe we're giving him the ops to do. And then when you have Adam, Justin, Dalvin, Alex Madison, Irv Smith, you don't feel the pressing need maybe to give him those ops. But then in 2-minute again today, he takes advantage of them and shows up. But certainly on the first catch he had, I believe Justin was doubled. So you also realize that, hey, Justin here is allowing what's happening to happen.
On the touchdown, you said you didn't expect him to be open.
No.
What are you thinking when you see him flash that open and you let it go?
Yeah, you feel the rush, so you know you got to release it quick. I don't know, there's a lot of thoughts going through my head. You're just kind of seeing grass and putting the ball out there and then just making sure I threw it far enough. It's funny, when I overthrew him on the third down earlier in the game, I thought I underthrew it. As I got hit and was releasing the ball and fell down, I'm like, please be far enough. And then it landed past him, and I got to watch the film because I'm like, how in the world was that not far? Was that too far? And the same one on that one, I put it on him, and I'm like, please be far enough. I don't know that I got enough on that. And then it was there. So I got to go back and figure out my distances a little bit. But, yeah, so anyways.
I don't know if you've been asked this, but, has it felt like this offense has become, I guess, more comfortable as the weeks have passed, or not at all?
Yeah, we're still getting there. And I think you can see today it's not where I want it to be, and that's not, it's a good plan. It's just, time on task. Every game we're learning something, getting better, but we just don't have time. We've got to get it locked in. I was waiting for you to show up, and here you are. I was thinking I was going to walk right out of here and not even get to talk to you.
Did I miss anything good?
Nah. We won, so it's.
What did you see when looking back at the touchdown runs by Dalvin, by Alex?
Yeah.
And on the pass to Thielen too?
Yeah, Alex's run for a touchdown that's a man's run. Eventually there's an unblocked player, and he makes that guy miss, runs through an arm tackle, and it's just a big time run. And it's so important there that you're on the 4 or 5 yard line. When you call that run, you're expecting to be 3rd and goal from the 2, and it just. Touchdown. That just takes so much pressure off of our third down offense, our red zone offense, off of us. So big time run by him. And Dalvin just all game long, just extending runs, making plays, making people miss, running hard. It's great to have both of them, because when Dalvin goes down, to have a guy who can do what Alex does is just a huge benefit to our offense.
It sounds like maybe you guys knew from film that these guys were a grabby secondary?
I just have a lot of respect for Aaron Glenn, for Aubrey Pleasant, their DB coach, and for those DBs. I think that going back last year, I thought they had a good plan, did a good job executing their plan. I think they're well coached, and I think they're smart, and so, I think that shows in the way they cover and play.
Kirk, it's a business trip to go to London, obviously, but what are your thoughts about just the whole environment, getting ready for that kind of game, and kind of turning your head into a time difference, all that kind of stuff, and playing in that environment?
Yeah, it's a unique opportunity. Wednesday is pretty similar, I think. Thursday is just when you would normally be heading home. You're heading to the airport, Thursday night, and Friday you get up off the plane Friday morning in the UK, and you're a zombie, and you go to your Friday practice. And you fight through that. It takes maturity, it takes toughness to just be able to say, I don't care how I feel, I got to block that out, and I got to dial in on this red zone plan and dial in on this game plan and get something out of this practice. And then you go back to the hotel and you kind of go from there. And by Saturday, you feel like you're starting to get settled, and you go play. And then you come back and you do that all over again, feeling like a zombie on Monday. And without a bye after the game, you've got short time to adjust. So we're getting ahead of ourselves, but yeah, we just got to have a great meeting tomorrow and really clean up what happened today, because there's so much that wasn't good enough, and then go from there.
Just in London, how did you feel about your last game there? I think you threw for like 450 yards or something like that.
Yeah, we played at Wembley, which we're playing a different stadium this time. It's just a unique opportunity to go over there and play. And you just, like any other NFL game, you just want to go out there and execute and play at a high level and find a way to get a win and enjoy that plane ride home.
Kirk, it's not every game that you get to throw a game or a touchdown pass late in the fourth quarter to give you guys the lead. Just for you as a competitor, as a player, how good did that feel?
Yeah, it's awesome to be able to make those plays down the stretch, and it's just fun to see someone like KJ make that play too. It's fun to see the linemen, you know, the way they're grinding, and then to see him celebrate and know that you know, we got the job done there. It's just a joy, and Kevin said it in the locker room. You know, that feeling's addictive when you win like that. I mean, you want to chase it, and so we're going to keep doing that.